we saw how the BJP bus was also here, and a little while before that, Devendra Fadnavis, the leader of the opposition, also arrived. We heard from the BJP candidate, that is Anil Bomde, who was confident that the BJP would get all three of its candidates elected. The fight here is between the BJP third candidate and the Shiv Sena second candidate, that is Sanjay Pawar of the Shiv Sena and Dhananjay Mahade of the BJP. And there are 7 candidates in total who are in the fray. Now, the question mark is whether there are enough votes from both parties, from the independent and smaller parties, independent MLAs and smaller parties, because both the BJP and the Mahavikas Aghadi each need somewhere in between 10 to 15 votes from independents and smaller parties to ensure that their candidates get through. And so that is where the fight is currently. It's really pitched at the moment. We've seen leaders coming every couple of minutes. Patel, who is the NCP's candidate, he came a short while earlier and he spoke and he said that he was confident that the MBA would win.
महाविकास आघाड़ी के पास पूरी संख्या है, नंबर्स है, स्ट्रेंथ है। ये तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बताना पड़ेगा कि उन्होंने अपना उम्मीदवार कौन से बेसिस पे दिया। शाम को आप देखिएगा महाविकास आघाड़ी के सारे कैंडिडेट जीत के एमआईएम समाजवादी ये पहले से महाविकास आघाड़ी के साथ थे। ये चैनल के कुछ माध्यमों से चलाया गया, परसेप्शन क्रिएट किया गया कि महाविकास आघाड़ी के आमदार नाराज़ है। कभी कहते हैं कि उनके पास संख्या नहीं है, कभी कहते हैं कि ये जो उनके सपोर्टर हैं वो उनके साथ में नहीं है। आज सब कुछ क्लियर हो गया। जो महाविकास आघाड़ी के साथ जितने नेता थे वो पूरे के पूरे उनके साथ ही हैं।
भाजपने आरोप केलेला आहे महाविकास आघाडीची जी बी टीम आहे ती एमआयएम आहे सिद्ध झालं। आपकी बी टीम है वो
असं आहे की जेव्हा हे सरकार स्थापित झालं त्या दिवशीपासून एमआयएम सरकारच्या सोबत आहे। तर याच्यात काय झालं, सरकार बरोबर ते भारतीय जनता पार्टीला बाहेर ठेवण्यासाठी आहे। ते आजचं काय भारतीय जनता पार्टीला आज दिसत आहे, ते डे 1 पासून या महाविकास आघाडी सोबत आहेत।
सर, हाऊ अफ्रेड आर यू ऑफ क्रॉस बॉर्डर? तुमचे नेते म्हणतायत की एमआयएम कडे आम्ही मदत मागितली नव्हती।
कोण म्हणतो असं?
तुमचे नेते म्हणतायत
coming from outside outside the Maharashtra Vidhan Bhavan, in fact, where Alisha is reporting from. Alisha, over to you. What's the scene out there? Can you see a sense of confidence amongst the MVA leaders, or are there some jitters?
Well, Abhishek, we know that whether it is Mahavikas Aghadi or whether it is BJP, everyone is very much confident about to winning the 6th seat. Actually, it's a litmus test for Shiv Sena, for the Mahavikas Aghadi, with BJP and Shiv Sena fielding the extra candidate. I will continuously show you the visuals in and around of the Vidhan Bhavan. But yes, talking about the BJP and now talking about the numbers, because there are 288 member strong assembly, and out of which one Shiv Sena MLA that has with a sad this the number has been went to 287, where the Shiv Sena has 55, NCP has 53, Congress has 44, and the opposition party that is
केंद्रीय तपास यंत्रणा त्यांना अधिकार हा मिळू देत नाही। हे सरकार किंवा घटनेचे मालक कोण आहे? त्या लोकशाहीला कोणी नवीन मालक निर्माण झालेले आहेत का? हा हायकोर्टाकडून आमच्या अपेक्षा आहेत। न्यायदेवता न्याय देईल अशी आमची अपेक्षा है।
सर, अनिल देशमुख और नवाब मलिक के मैटर में हिंदी में एक बार बता दीजिए कि
देखिए, उनको पूरा अधिकार है। नवाब मलिक तो आज भी कैबिनेट मंत्री है, अनिल देशमुख भी विधायक है। दोनों विधायक को अधिकार है कि विधानसभा में आकर अपना वोट कास्ट करें। संविधान ने उनको अधिकार दिया है। उसने कोई मर्डर नहीं किया है या हत्या नहीं की है। अब तक उनको कन्विक्शन नहीं हुआ है, वो अंडर ट्रायल है, चल रहा है पूरा मैटर। फिर भी अगर उनको रोका गया है, उसका मतलब है कि किस दबाव के नीचे केंद्रीय एजेंसी काम कर रही है।
All right. All right. I think we've got, Ankit has got something to share with us. Yes, Ankit, over to you. We have just seen that comment that's come in from Sanjay Raut over there, sounding extremely confident, but yet, you know, there was this little edge in his comment that he made there.
No doubt, because no one can be very sure from what we have heard so far. Both the parties, both the coalitions rather, the BJP as well as the MVA are very confident that they will get their candidate to sail through. The BJP has a bit of a prestige battle on its hands because the accusation is that this is the BJP that has driven a competition for a Rajya Sabha seat in Maharashtra for the first time in 24 years. Otherwise, it used to be uncontested. And Devendra Fadnavis did not say anything to the media. He was one of the few leaders who did not say anything to the media when he went in. Apart from that, we have heard the BJP's second candidate, Anil Bonde, who is confident of getting through, for whom they do have the numbers. He said that there will also be a third BJP candidate who will join him in the Rajya Sabha. However, on the other hand, we've heard the MVA allies as well. Nana Patole came and he spoke and he said that the MVA would get its candidates through. And we also saw Praful Patel, who is in fact the NCP's candidate, who is assured of a seat, who also said that the MVA will get its numbers in. Now here it's very important to make note of the fact that the BJP has enough numbers to get two candidates in. The Shiv Sena, the NCP and the Congress have enough to get one each, and so the contest is between the third BJP candidate and the second Shiv Sena candidate, and that is where the independents and also the smaller parties are going to prove extremely critical. The Maharashtra Navnirman Sena's lone MLA, for instance, is assured of voting for the BJP, is what we are given to understand. Ravi Rana is going to vote for the BJP. On the other hand, the AIMIM's two MLAs are likely to vote for the MVA, is what we are being told. However, until it happens, we don't know for sure. We just saw Aslam Sheikh, Congress leader and minister, who we asked whether or not he is afraid of cross-voting taking place. He didn't really answer that, but he expressed confidence that the MVA would get its candidates through. So it is a pitched battle right now in Mumbai, in Maharashtra, for the sixth seat, the sixth out of the 6 seats that are going to be going to the Rajya Sabha between the 7 candidates, and it is Dhananjay Mahade of the BJP versus Sanjay Pawar of the Shiv Sena, between whom this final seat is going to be contested. Remember, once again, the first contested Rajya Sabha election in Maharashtra in 24 years.
Right, Ankit. So the contest is between Shiv Sena's Sanjay Pawar and BJP's Dhananjay Mahade. Alisha, BJP with its 106 MLAs wins 2 seats and has 22 votes to spare, and because of which it feels that it can have a go at the 3rd seat. Similarly, if you look at it, the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi has 16 votes spare, and that means for the 4th seat, it needs 26 extra votes. You think they are anywhere close to getting that number and make their candidate win, Alisha?
Well, Abhishek, we have to wait for the evening, because it's every minute we see the changes of the strategy that has been made by Maha Vikas Aghadi. Now, what are the sources that has been said that Shiv Sena is upset with the decision that has been taken by the NCP chief Sharad Pawar yesterday in a meeting that held at his residence, where they've been planning to go with the 44 seat. That is a safer seat, is what has been said. But yes, the 2 seats that has been got for the from AIMIM, where Imtiaz Zalil, who yesterday with another MLA has reached Mumbai, he meet to the ministers, the leaders of Maha Vikas Aghadi, and after which they extend the support. Even earlier we know that Owaisi, talking to the media, has clearly stated that if BJP need to be get defeated only if Maha Vikas Aghadi comes in support and ask for a openly support, after which the support has already been given by the AIMIM. But we have to wait what are the further strategy, because the number what we saw, and also it will be very important to wait for the High Court hearing that is going to be held at 10:30, because Nawab Malik and Anil Deshmukh has already filed a plea. They have challenged the order of the special Mumbai court, session court, that has rejected the plea for a temporary, because that too voting will also be very important to know what has happened. Right. Even if that doesn't happen, even if there is no relief from Bombay High Court as well, so that too vote of AIMIM will be considered to the NCP, because someone NCP who has a 53 votes, who has a 53 MLA, is still going up with the 44 seat. So this really makes us disappointed for the Shiv Sena and the strategy that has been made, because on the other hand, where the BJP has clearly stated there are some vote that is going to, there could be the possibility of the cross voting, but this election, the Rajya Sabha elections, will be an open ballot, so that whoever votes will have to show their vote to the party representative, so it will be very visible who have been turned out, and Shiv Sena has already given a whip. Looking at to this, the Shiv Sena has already issued a whip to the Shiv Sena MLAs so that they have to vote for their candidate. And of course, Sanjay Raut was going to definitely win. But yes, it is a fight between. It's a litmus test for Maha Vikas Aghadi with the BJP and Shiv Sena fielded their extra candidates.
Right. Alisha, Ankit, Amandeep and Anuj, stay there, all A's. The aces there in the field. As we continue our rolling coverage today of the Rajya Sabha polls, in Maharashtra, where 6 Rajya Sabha seats are up for grabs, the battle is intense. It's a prestige battle for all the parties and individuals, from parties huddling over their flock to alliances, holding strategy meetings, to bickering over who has the best chance.